What if I told you that somewhere in the world someone spent $2.4 billion on something that ended up completely useless? No, it wasn't a bridge to nowhere or an underwater tunnel to an uninhabited island. It was a casino, in a city already dying. Welcome to the world of useless megaprojects. In the mid-2000s, Atlantic City had already seen better days. Casinos were closing, tourists were vanishing, and Las Vegas had long stolen the spotlight. But someone believed they could change all that. They wanted to build a temple of luxury, a symbol of revival. They called it Revel. Construction began in 2007, with a jaw-dropping budget of $2.4 billion. It would become the tallest building in Atlantic City, and the second tallest casino in the US. But here's the catch. You don't save a sinking ship by adding more weight. And Revel was Titanic-level heavy. They had 1,399 rooms, but nowhere near enough guests to fill them. The operating costs soared. Within a year, they filed for bankruptcy. Not once, but twice. By 2014, it shut down. Sold in an auction for just $95.4 million. From $2.4 billion to less than $100 million. Large-scale infrastructure projects like casinos rely on predictive economic modeling. The Revel project massively overestimated future tourism growth, ignoring real-time economic decline indicators like reduced gaming revenue, local unemployment rates, and regional competition. Revel is now a symbol, not of success, but of how dangerous overconfidence can be. Next stop, Spain. The early 2000s were good for the Spanish economy, until the crash, but not before they built Ciudad Real Central Airport. It was supposed to become the next Madrid overflow hub, equipped to handle 10 million passengers a year. Cost? Over $1 billion. Problem? No passengers, no airlines. The airport was so far from Madrid even locals didn't want to use it. In 2012, the airport went bankrupt. It was so unwanted that a Chinese investment firm tried to buy it for 10,000 euros. That's less than the cost of a mid-range car. Urban planning and transport infrastructure need connectivity analysis. Without existing road-rail networks and high population density, airports can become white elephants, a term economists use to describe expensive but functionally useless projects. Have you heard of Naypyidaw? It's the capital city of Myanmar, and it looks like something straight out of a post-apocalyptic movie. In 2005, the government suddenly moved the capital from Yangon to this brand new city in the middle of nowhere. Cost? Billions. The result? A metropolis built for millions with 20-lane highways, gigantic hotels, and a parliament building big enough to hold 1,000 people. But barely anyone lives there. Why? Because cities are organic ecosystems. You can't just declare a city into existence, it needs culture, infrastructure, economy, and people. From a systems theory perspective, cities function as complex, adaptive systems. Without economic incentives and social attractors, planned cities often fail to attract long-term inhabitants. Naypyidaw is a ghost capital, beautiful on paper but eerie in real life. Dubai's Palm Jumeirah is one of the most iconic megaprojects in the world, built to boost tourism and redefine luxury real estate. But here's a twist. The islands are sinking. Not metaphorically, literally. Studies show the islands are subsiding at a rate of 5 millimeters per year, and the surrounding sea is rising. That's a ticking time bomb. Reclaiming land from the ocean changes sediment behavior, disturbs marine ecosystems, and weakens coastal integrity. Add climate change, and you've got a high-risk scenario. Let's wrap this up with a classic, the bridge to nowhere. In the early 2000s, the US government approved $398 million to build a bridge from Ketchikan, Alaska to Gravina Island. Population of Gravina Island? 50 people. The bridge was never built, and the project became a symbol of government waste and pork barrel spending, using taxpayer money for projects that benefit a tiny group. The U.S. Government Accountability Office, GAO, classifies such projects under low cost efficiency and benefit cost ratio, meaning for every dollar spent, you barely get anything back. Not all megaprojects are failures. Some change the world, like the Hoover Dam, the ISS, or the internet backbone. But when ego outweighs evidence, when planning ignores reality, and when dreams become delusions, we end up with monuments to human overreach. Revel Casino, Ciudad Real Airport, Naypyidaw, Palm Islands, the bridge to nowhere. They all share one thing: massive ambition, minimal impact. What's the most useless mega project you've heard of? Drop it in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more strange, surprising, and seriously mind-bending stories from around the world.